Yo, training camp day one is officially in the books, yo. And after I heard Dan Quinn talk and listening to Jaden Daniels and seeing the videos of what happened on the practice squad, I walked away with one thing, one big conclusion. Washington Commanders not just building a football team, yo. They're building an identity. We're going to talk about it. Let's go. What up, yo? Welcome back to the Kickin It Commentary. I'm your host, Lady Erica Lynn. We don't play it safe over here. We on side kick it. Today wasn't about wins or losses, and it wasn't even about who made the biggest play in day one. Traylon Burks. That's y'all better listen to me when I say it, y'all. That dude. Anyway, day one wasn't about like the biggest plays. It was about setting the standard for the next few weeks. And I think that's exactly what we saw today. So I'm going to sit down for this one, y'all, because if I get too hyped because it's day one, y'all know, yeah. Training camp has finally started, but let's go ahead and talk about what I saw from day one. Dan Quinn basically set the tone. If you listen to Dan Quinn, there's one word kept showing up throughout his whole press conference, and that was habits. He talked about practice standards, attention to detail, discipline, technique, and creating elite habits. Then he said something that really stood out to me, yo. He said, if practices are right, the victories will follow. That only tells me one thing. This coaching staff believes championships aren't built on Sundays. They're built on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and every practice in between. Okay, point number 2. Let's talk about our boy Jaden Daniels. You know, Jaden is growing into a great leader. I am liking what I'm seeing. What impressed me the most today, it wasn't just the throw that he made to Traylon Burks. It was his mindset. He talked about becoming intentional this off season, about how he brought out the players to Southern California to work out with him. He thinks that the more reps that they get, the more they can master, this offense. And he is definitely trying to master the offense. He also wanted to become bigger, stronger, and faster. And he even talked about he was questioned about his leadership, and he talked about our boy, old man Bobby Wagner, who influenced him for real. But Bobby just didn't influence the football player, but by showing him how to prepare, how to recover, and how to approach the game as a professional. To me, that's leadership. So he's taking everything that Bobby said. And you know what's funny? I was going to do a video about this. He's taking everything that Bobby said and done and what he watched, and he's now being able to apply it in year 3. Dan Quinn did praise him because he talked about Jaden has taken command of this offense, and then Jaden explained how he got there. Those two stories match up perfectly, yo. Okay, point number 3. Practice reflected that message that Dan Quinn talked about this morning before practice started. When practice started, you could actually see the themes that Dan Quinn was talking about. There was a sense of urgency. Oh my God, the tempo was upbeat. There was a lot of competition, and the team spent a lot of time working in the red zone. And I'm so glad to see my boy again. I'm going to say it again. Traylon Burks made that play, that touchdown in the red zone. But I will say this defense was giving them multiple looks, which tells me that the versatility that we had talked about all season already showing up on this practice field. And by most accounts, the defense won today. Dafe Owe, he was active, yo. He ought to be. We're paying him all this money. Um, Jordan McGee was flying around. That was good to see. Well, good to hear. Mikey Sandwich still almost had an interception. He was breaking up passes. I saw a video of him doing that. And once again, Traylon Burks made an outstanding catch in the red zone. Nobody looked comfortable. Everybody was competing. And that's what I want to see for real. Like and it's just as day one. So I don't want fans to overreact just because the defense won the day. This is just day one. So pipe down. Um, I don't know if I heard anything else about Mr. Nick Allegretti. He left practice today. So dude, that's a big concern to me. Um, you can't be doing it on day one, dog. For real. We can't afford to have you out. But it's time for others to step up. It depends on the severity of his injury. I don't know what the injury is. If anybody knows what that is, drop it in the comments. And while you're here, make sure y'all hit that like button, please. You know, I'm trying to get my channel some more attention. Please get it out there. Hit that like button. It pays off for me, and it pays off for you too. So make sure y'all hit that like button. So let's keep this ball rolling about day one of training camp. Point number 4, competition was everywhere, yo. Competition. We've been hearing this all season. Another thing that it stood out to me is how many position battles are really starting to take shape. Running back, linebacker, cornerback, wide receiver, of course. But Bill Krosky Merritt is working to become a more complete running back. And Dan Quinn talked about him improving his pass catching ability and even mentioned his value in the return game. So then I look at, oh, let me say this too, because Bill put on 7 to 8 pounds of muscle. Dog. Now, all we need for you to do is just hold on to that rock. I believe in you. I believe he's going to have a 1,000-yard season. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Then you look at the veterans like Laramie Tunsil, who walked in with our boy, Josh Conley. Um, Even with Laramie's all his experience, Dan Quinn praised him for being coachable, being able to ask questions, and helping young players like Josh Conley. That tells me competition isn't just about landing a starting job. It's about helping elevate everyone around you. So I'm loving what I'm seeing right now at day one. It gave me goosebumps, even just to see Jaden throw that ball. Have y'all been missing that? Because I've been watching games from 2024 season, not 2025. If I do watch 2025 season, I watched the game when Jaden played in LA when he went home to play. That's the only game I watched in 2025, but I keep watching 2024 over and over again. But anyway, stay focused, Eric. But yeah, Laramie is about helping elevate those around him, and he has done that by helping Josh Conley. And we're gonna see what that duo is gonna look like on the field. I'm excited about this. So I'm gonna close this out with my final takeaway. Um, let's see. So if I had to tell you what my biggest takeaway was for day one, I mean, it's still early. This is the first day, but it wasn't about just a catch that Traylon made or the breakup pass that, Mikey Sanders still had, about an interception. It wasn't about one player. It wasn't even about, seeing Jaden throw that rock. It was about the identity this coaching staff is building. An identity built on discipline, competition, leadership, communication, dog. I can't wait to get out there Saturday just to see what the communication is like. And also the daily habits. Dan Quinn talked about that, having daily habits. And so we'll start to see that those habits start to take form on the practice field, and then hopefully we start seeing what that looks like in preseason. But it's only day one. and we got a long way to go. I'm excited about this season, but I thought today for, you know, it officially being training camp, it gave us a pretty clear picture of what Dan Quinn wants this football team to become. So in closing, I want to know, because I know y'all saw it. I know y'all saw the clips, the pictures. I mean, they started early this morning. What stood out to you on the first day of training camp? Drop it in the comments below because I love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed the first day, if you enjoyed this reaction about the first day, make sure you like this video, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. I finally hit 300 subscribers. We're on our way to 500. So make sure you subscribe. Join me as we continue following training camp each and every step of the way. I'm Lady Erica Lynn. Until next time, we don't play it safe over here. We on side. Kick it. Raise hell.